What's going on, guys? It's OT, and I am honored to be before you. And I hope your day was lovely. Mine was full, lovely, and full. I'm grateful, full of gratitude, full of gratitude. First and foremost, I want to go ahead and put my intentions into this video. My intentions in all of the videos and all of the content on any of my platforms, any of the works that I produce by my hands, my mouth, my mind, my soul, my energy are intended to be utilized only for the greater good of the people. That's it. Nothing else shall penetrate, nothing else shall prosper, as it says in one of the many ancient texts, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Again, one of the many ancient texts that we have to unravel and decipher and go through. I digress. Nevertheless, it was a beautiful day, and I hope your day was beautiful as well. Here we are. Here we are. You know, a series of phenomenal events occurred in my life personally that allowed me to fully and confidently step into my purpose. Now, that in detail is pretty vast. And the thing about it is that your ability is most likely pretty vast as well, if you are of the Most High. Source, the Almighty. If you are of truth and light, which is what we strive to delve into over here, the truth and the light, then I am willing to bet my bottom dollar that you have a lot of abilities within you that are waiting to come out. And when you begin to unlock that potential within yourself, you will be amazed. Really. So, I have many assignments that I have to fulfill in the next certain amount of time. Won't get too detailed, but I have a couple of things I have to get done. And one of them is talking to you, getting to know you, connecting with you. And with you, I mean other people of light. We have been in a time, in an age, in a cycle to where darkness has ruled. Now, there is some beauty that can be found in the darkness, in the shadows, right? Because there's a certain balance that's required in everything. So if there's light, then there has to be dark, and some would theorize that we all have light and dark within us, and it's our choice to lean into whichever side we choose, but balance is important. And where we are, from my understanding, is that we have been in a place where we've leaned into the darkness and manipulated in a bad way the darkness, because again, beauty can be found in the darkness, but ultimately, the lessons and the things that we get from the shadows and from the darkness, we are supposed to utilize and transmute into light, from my understanding. But that didn't happen in this society currently, in America particularly. But you see it all throughout the world. So, because balance is a thing that is going to happen whether us as humans want to accept or not, it's going to happen because there are indeed other beings and a higher power involved. So, because there is a higher power involved, that ultimately is going to have the final will to be done. I think it's time to talk about it because it's happening, it's shifting, things is happening. And not only do we need to talk about it, we need to have a game plan. We need to have a game plan. And we need to be paying very close attention to the things that we should be paying very close attention to, not the things that they try to convince you are important, okay? But that the things that actually matter, these are the things that we're going to have to get into here. So conversation that's filled with wisdom that leads to understanding, or some people would say understanding, overstanding, and thus we can get to solutions. And with that, amongst some other things that would be necessary pillars, we can and will get to where we need to get to. Up, right? To a new earth, new dimension, 5D. A lot of people have already had this shift occur. It happens at different times for different people, and it should never be a situation where it's a compare and contrast thing. So if you come across anybody or any energy that makes you feel less than because someone recognized the scenario that we're in and the situation that we're in to some degree before you did, you know, don't fall into that, okay? Find a different avenue and a different source to connect with, okay? Um, but ultimately, some people have already shifted to 5D, but we're getting really, really close. And by close, I mean time to start like getting people who are around us collectively, even if we ourselves are already woken up, quote unquote, or activated, or whatever trigger word we want to use here. But it's not about just you anymore as an individual. The days of being in your individual bubble are done. Okay. We're in a time now where balance is going to happen. It is already happening. The tides are turning and things are falling down. And now is the time to begin to build a proper foundation for this earth and for the people of the Most High. So we are going to need to do that together. And we are going to need to also activate and unlock some powers within us because I mean we could be real life superheroes, guys. Real life superheroes. So I need us to do what we need to do. So this podcast, this platform, me, my mission, like I said, a part of it is getting to know you, connecting with you, and building something um starting with a safe space for people who are like minded to come and not only discuss things that we're seeing, recognizing, but effective solutions that we could actually implement like same day. Okay. So, for example, one of the things that you will be getting from me here on this channel is, we're going to be talking about economics. And, this is a part of the things that the veil's being lifted up on as well. But the economic condition of this country in America is in bad shape. Okay, it's been in bad shape, right? Uh, this has been something that a lot of us have been aware of since, whoever. Again, it's not about that. How long somebody's been new, and it does. What we need to focus on is what are we doing moving forward, and the economy is something that we need to be looking at. First of all, they should have been teaching us way more about economics, like, but let me not digress. But here on this channel, we're going to talk about some important things. We're going to connect some dots, all the dots. We need to be connecting all the dots. Okay, so we're going to connect the dots, for example, economically, and I'm going to be of service to the community that's built here to give what I can in terms of my guidance on some of the things I know in terms of how to make some money, um, particularly in the markets, okay, and investing, okay. Um, and we're going to give that information here. We're going to go places where we should be going at this time. But it's going to require bravery and it's going to require people to begin to understand quickly because there is a sense of urgency I feel deep down, and I know I'm not the only one. But it's time for people to quickly understand where we're going and not only know it, because I can't tell you guys how many times people are like, "Oh, I've been new this, I've been." I'm like, and what have you done to help everyone else, right? So this is the part we're at here now. Okay? We need to begin to understand that we have to build a foundation, guys, for where we're going next. And we also have a responsibility as people who've been new. We have a responsibility to encourage the other people of the Most High around us to get on board as well and help them along the way, and then also help each other along the way. Because again, it's going to take a collective, a light collective. So, guys, that's what you guys could expect from me, Zoti, on this platform, the Light Collective. And yeah, the mic and everything else, listen, you know, I grabbed this microphone. I love the color. And I actually love how it sounds. It sounds like, I'm on the phone with you. But I don't know if it's studio quality. But one thing that I have to say about that, and the reason why I proceeded as is, regardless, is because let's say I bought the microphone and it wasn't how I wanted it to sound necessarily. The spirit of delay would have said, well, just go ahead and send it back and order another one and test it out, this, that, and the third. You know, that's what the spirit of delay would have told me or tried to capture me to do. And no, we don't do that over here because things like that are not of the Most High, okay? Because what difference does it make? Can you hear me though? Right? And if you can't, turn it up, okay? But I just want to say that this is the beginning stage of the channel, and I am going to make changes as necessary, okay, when we have to, okay? But please do let me know if it is like absolutely inaudible, you cannot hear, and I will do a consensus and see if I have to actually make a change when it comes down to the microphone. Okay? But we'll see. Okay? But in the meantime, in between time, you guys have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day, morning, noon, or night. Okay? I really, really, really hope you enjoy. And I look forward I really look forward to sharing a lot more with you guys. Stay tuned. Ashe.